Today's episode of the podcast is sponsored by Manscaped. Use our promo code EPW Show to save 20% if you guys want to be all elite and stay groomed by Manscaped. I highly recommend the Lawnmower 4.0, the Ball Toner, and the Crop Preserver. Make sure you guys go to manscaped.com. Check out all the selections that they have to keep you looking right. And also, we have a promo code for powerslam.tv. Same promo code, EPW Show. If you guys put that in, you get 1 free month of independent wrestling on us. Let's get into this intro and get ready to talk some AEW Dynamite. Let's go.
Everything pro wrestling, they can never be you. Listen to the podcast here for the people. The best show that's here, so listen in. Let the knowledge begin. The opinion and the lesson. Yes, everyday pro wrestling, they can never be you.
Well. It is I, the quintessential stud muffin, Conrad Cushman Gertner. No, I'm just kidding. And also joined tonight by Derek. Yo. We're here to talk a little everything pro wrestling. We're feeling good, man. Tonight's show was pretty wild, in my opinion.
Yes, sir.
Definitely fun. I appreciate everybody who is coming in here right now. I'm seeing a bunch of comments and stuff. Make sure you like and subscribe. We're going to be talking everything for AEW Dynamite tonight. Come on in. Appreciate y'all. What a tremendous card tonight, Derek.
Oh, absolutely. This card was fire from start to finish.
Yeah, darn good, I'll say. Darn good. And the first thing that we're going to talk about here is a little bit of a report that I'm getting from SE Scoops in regards to the AEW console game. Apparently, from Fightful Select, there is a tentative window release right now, and it's a lot closer than many of you might think. Fightful Select reports that the AEW timeframe for its first foray, they say, into console gaming will be in late September. So that makes the window pretty low. That's 5 months, maybe a few more days added on. That's pretty quick. It's coming out. So some of the newer AEW talents have said on social media that they may have missed the time period to make it in the game. This indicates that the game is on track for late September window, but many factors will determine if that plan can be executed. The game is being developed by Ukes, the former longtime developer of WWE games. So it should be interesting. What do you think of that release date, Derek?
So I'm a little indifferent on it. I'm excited, but at the same time, I'm also kind of hesitant because I don't want this to be a tentative release date where the game comes out and then it falls apart. I expect it to be top notch, but I mean, I guess what? Well, we've talked about it for what?
It's their first game.
Yeah, but like the latter of 2 years now. So, or has it been in production that long?
I don't know when it started. I'd have to go back and listen to some podcast or something to figure out when it officially started. But I know they've been talking about it since AEW formed. Like they've always wanted to make a video game. So that's out there. If you guys have thoughts, put them in the chat right now. And I'm going to give some shout outs to everybody who has joined us in the chat. Matt Lopez says, what a damn show. One of a kind. B-Boy Skyline says AEW on HBO Max. Please. Samoa Joe got his cornbread Tokyo wrote. TK was like, if Veer and Omos were the same person. Yo, chill. But the E-Drones, nobody watches AEW. Chucky works for Edge now, his new gig. Happy Easter, Good Friday, and Passover, everybody. Same to you, Azan.
Same.
Deanna says that guy looks like a cartoon character came to life. And Matt Lopez showing love to everybody in the chat. Could Tony's announcement be the AEW video game? Maybe. It could be. J-Hub said, I hope Derek is ready for those ROH Trios titles to come to AEW. It's going to happen. I do smell the Trios titles coming. It's going to be great.
No, it's not, bro.
This man has no substance for his hatred. Now, I just want to go back to the WrestleMania match. This dude hates trios match. You cannot make a mistake in that. But the Jackass match that had several botches, he was like, "Oh, that gets a pass." Remember that.
It does. That's entertainment, bro. That's not a wrestling match.
Moving forward, and always, give me a shell, yeah. Always J-Hub. And that's the fishing line. Because J-Hub said so. Tokyo said late September. Jesus De Leon. You ever make me review Raw again? Alone? Sup, Conrad and Derek, going to spoil Battle of the Belts for you and PM Conrad on this Friday. Chill, Jesus. Come on now, dog. And y'all get enough AEW shows, too, in Texas. This is a lot. Paywall, man. Sean Ross at it again. Listen, Azan, the dude pays his staff for it. Like, I can't hate the man for trying to get a buck for his news, man. Can't hate. That's his business. Main event was sick. Battle of the Belts taped, Jesus. Yeah, that's why he's trying to spoil it, Azan. Hoping the new announcement is ROH TV. Tony Khan better. He cannot botch this announcement. This better be something good. This New Orleans crowd was way better than the crowd on Raw where Ciampa, Gargano, and Black debuted. Oh, okay. Samoa Joe should go undefeated and win the AEW Championship and the ROH Championship. I don't know if we getting that now. I can't see that.
No.
Yeah, it's taped on Friday. No Scrappy Doo Butch on this show. Frozen Furies 009, excuse me, dropped a like for being awesome, everyone. Thank you, Frozen. I appreciate that, bro. Tokyo said they wait until the 2K22 hype dies down. I mean, they got content coming out until July. That crowd was insane. I agree. Always good to have a lively crowd. And by the way, have you ever been to New Orleans?
No.
I love it. New Orleans is one of my favorite places. I went many, many moons ago. This was before like even Katrina happened, but I went like the week before it happened. But I love it. I think it's always a fun place to be and a great place to go, if you ask me.
We got to go. We got to find Gambit.
We're not starting this argument on air again. We have an internal beef right now about X-Men. Got a little heated earlier. Opening contest tonight. We had CM Punk versus Derek's favorite, Penta Oscuro. Yeah, Oscuro. Pentagon Dark, for those who watch Lucha Underground. Dude, this match was friggin' great, I thought.
Yes, this one was on Pizoint.
They just went back and forth in all of this, and just it was beautifully done. He got his chance in. Alex Abrahantes comes out with the skull. Yo, hold on. I gotta take this off of them. Yo, shouldn't when Abrahantes comes out, shouldn't the skull have the smoke coming from it?
It should.
I almost tweeted it. I deleted the whole tweet, bro. I had it all set up and ready to hit enter, but I was like, nah, I don't want to be the dude judging his gimmick or something, you know?
I mean, but I don't think you're really judging the gimmick.
Coming from the dude who said what he said about trios matches and then gave Jackass passes.
Bro, that's entertainment.
I'm using his logic against him, and he just doesn't like it.
Bro, that's not a wrestling match. That's entertainment.
Oh, I guess in all trios matches, we should just put a celeb there and then get a pass.
It might.
That's trash, bro.
it might negate all the sloppiness at the same time.
We have a tremendous back and forth between these two. Punk hits a nice springboard clothesline in the match. He eventually goes for a GTS, but it gets reversed. Penta attempts the arm break, but Punk knows it's coming and decides to roll him up. Penta then hits him with a crucifix for a pin. We don't get it. And then eventually, Pentagon's like, you know what? I'm about to hit a springboard. I thought he was going for a springboard destroyer because of the way his body had turned, but Punk caught him on his shoulders. GTS, money bags. 1, 2, 3. Goodness gracious, CM Punk does it flipping again.
Finito.
Great win for Punk, though. These are the type of matches that I just absolutely love.
Oh yeah.
Punk gets the win, and we're all happy here. How awesome is Dalton Castle's entrance going to look on TNT? It's going to be dope. Gambit, yeah, we were having some Gambit beef.
Yeah,
B-boy, we don't want to talk X-Men right now. I'm trying to keep it PG tonight. Do you like my new logo? It's Stuart J. Cart. She measures 1,000 foot. Not sure what that is, but yeah, awesome, Ian. The Great Khali's younger brother debuted. Chill. Scott Summers can kick rocks with no socks.
Told you, bro.
Wolverine is my favorite hero.
Told you, bro.
Yeah. Never any love for the dude who does it all right. You know, no love for Cyclops. Y'all trying to get me started. I'm wearing a cartoon shirt. I'm not doing this tonight.
Listen, Cyclops is a bum.
Best opening match, Deanna says. Derek, explain more on Gambit. He will not. Punk holding his knee scared me. Concur, Matt. I definitely thought something happened. Deanna said, a la Bray Wyatt. Rankings match between number 5 and number 4 in the ranks. Why is Frankie Kazarian number 3? Because he has a lot of wins right now on AEW Dark. Chad says, what up, Conrad and Derek? What's going on, Chad?
What up?
Mark it down on your calendar. CM Punk is going to face Paige at All Out, and he's winning the title. Nightcrawler was badass. Punk versus Penta was a banger. Penta stopping the GTS was awesome. Dynamite was on a 2-week roll with great shows. Yeah. I got a question. Has CM Punk had a bad match in AEW so far? I say no.
Not that I can think of. He may have had some matches that were maybe not up to par. No, actually, no. I can't really think of one.
I can't think of any that were bad. There were some nights where he wasn't match of the night, but he's always delivered. My question is, do you think we're going to see Punk versus Joe for a championship? You're going to get to Punk and Joe eventually. I would love to see Punk, Joe, and Danielson in a triple threat. I think that would be money.
I see a lot of blood in that match.
I will join an extra podcast to talk about X-Men. We will not, because I will get angry. So you hear the argument here. Spider-Man is mine. Sonic 2 over WWE. Conrad and Derek wearing the Patriots colors tonight. I am not wearing any Patriots colors, good sir. I would never do such a thing. Why? Doo-doo. Called it not even 10 minutes in, and we getting Khali comparisons. Wolverine's the GOAT. F. Scott Summers, he left Morph. 90s kids ain't forgot Cyclops. Yeah, Cyclops left Morph to die. Wolverine tried to save him. Moving on.
Well, I told you, bro.
Moving on. I'm not talking about this because I'm gonna drop some F-bombs. I'm trying to keep
Cyclops
it clean.
A bum.
I'm trying to keep it clean tonight, and I don't have time for this trash. Yeah, if they're not sponsored, we're not showing them. That's the kind of mood I'm in tonight. And by the way, wrestling fans, I want to say something on here that I wrote on Twitter at EPW Show if you want to follow me. I was on one today, and I want you to know that pro wrestling is art, right? That's the formula. Pro wrestling equals art. And did you guys know that art is subjective? And I think the same thing goes for pro wrestling. Just because someone's opinion of pro wrestling doesn't line up with yours doesn't mean you get to tear them down for it. Nope. All right? So have peaceful conversations. Don't be the person who's like, oh, what about WWE? Or what about... I don't want to hear that anymore. I'm sick of it. This is what I think. This is what I like. Leave me alone in peace. Let people who like what they like, leave them in peace. If they're happy there, let them roll around in it like pigs doing crap. Just let it happen.
Let it be. Let it be.
We get the Jericho Appreciation Society coming off a plane, and it's about to have a promo done. Jericho kind of started it, but Eddie Keeks and Santana and Ortiz pull up, and they say the beef's always on site, and 2.0 is left laid out. So they had to squeeze in their little segment into this. Next up, we have ourselves a wait a second. Let me go to the chat here real quick. Eddie Kingston versus Samoa Joe. Please give me that match. I think you're going to get that eventually. What was the best year in wrestling for y'all? I don't know, man. That's tough.
Attitude Era?
That's an era, though, bro. That's years. You can't just do that shit.
I lump it into one sum. One lump sum of Attitude Era.
I can't pick a year, man. I think 2000's really fun. If you're looking at like Raws and everything else that happened in the pay-per-view cards. Yeah. I know WrestleMania sucked, but then you get 17 that kind of makes up for it, and then we know what happens. We dropping facts about X-Men. I'm not talking X-Men. I'm trying not to cuss on this show, man. I'm trying to get back into getting my sponsorships. I'm trying to be on point. Don't do this to me, y'all. Don't. I want to go on a rant, and Derek knows it's not even about the people. It's about how people behave in X-Men. Everyone is allowed to be wrong. Laugh out loud. Kingston back to stealing shoes. We want an X-Men podcast episode. Save it for when I put up the Q&A then. Derek isn't wrong. Of course not. I just proved that when Derek sets up his theories, though, Derek will change theories, as we're going to see later on in this show once again. It's going to come up. I'd say 97, another good year. Facts. Because that's when everything started to change, too. But you got to remember, Sick, you still have to go through, like, Sultan matches, though. WrestleMania 16, yeah, I know. Who's better, Deadpool or Wolverine? That's tough. Oh, shit. I'm not. Y'all stop with this right now. This ain't no Marvel episode. Y'all gonna start paying for Patreon. That's what I'm about to start putting up. Patreon, $1 a month. If you want to hear us talk different topics, we can. 2006 was a great year with ROH, TNA, Raw, SmackDown. Someone said 2005. Those were rough years for me. But let's talk some tag team wrestling real quick on Dynamite here. We can get back to the questions towards the end. Tag team title match, playa. We got Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus, apparently no longer being called the Jurassic Express, versus reDRagon. Now, reDRagon in this match was really trying to slow the match down. We saw Kyle O'Reilly kind of do a lot of his MMA background training in this, but I thought this worked very well with the different styles. Like Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy wanted to keep it high octane, quick pace, fast moving. And these guys were like, nope, cut you down, kick Luchasaurus in the legs, stop Jungle Boy from doing all his high-flying moves. It made sense. Jungle Boy does a tope suicida in this one as well, like Punk did in the previous match, and Jim Ross had the nerve to say, must be tope suicida night.
That's damn near every night, though.
Yo, JR is so salty these days on commentary. Like tonight, I tried to make it a point to listen to it because I always tell people, like, I never really listen to commentary. And it's I'm not even going to front. It's a Michael Cole thing with me. Like, I blame Michael Cole.
Oh, yeah.
For why this has happened.
Oh, yeah. Michael Cole, it's all your fault, bro.
Like, I just tune people out now. And, but I tried to make it a point to listen tonight. I have, like, JR comments all in my head. Jungle Boy became the focus of reDRagon in this. He was the one who was getting worked over. Kyle O'Reilly has a guillotine choke locked in on Luchasaurus. Bobby Fish hits the Falcon Arrow off the top rope on the Jungle Boy, goes for the pin. And Luchasaurus regains his strength and slams Kyle O'Reilly on top. It didn't make sense, but the crowd popped for it.
Yeah.
Touche. I thought Luchasaurus was kind of the star in this match a little bit.
Yeah, Luchasaurus definitely got a lot of burn in this match.
He was on point. He did a lot of good stuff.
He did. He hasn't done anything. He didn't do anything wrong in this match, but he did one thing that was weird.
The knee?
Yes.
They're good to find a botch. So Luchasaurus had a point in the match where he was supposed to knee Bobby Fish, but he was like a half second off. It wasn't that bad.
No.
It was just a minor thing. I don't know what it is, but Luchasaurus, the way he does things, it makes it very obvious when he misses the mark for a second. So just whatever. I got nothing bad to say about it.
It definitely didn't take away from the match. It was just that one like second where it's like, what were you doing?
Had a little smidge. He was off. But after they slam, Bobby Fish ends up going and they start trading moves with each other. It was a lot of back and forth, but in the end, Bobby Fish ends up getting the extinction. I don't know what that move's called, but the flip over into the powerbomb position.
That move is dope.
Jungle Boy lands it, and the champs retain. I couldn't believe it. But where was Kyle O'Reilly when that happened? Grabbing a steel chair, apparently. He came in and just smashed Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus immediately. And after that, FTR come out, and they're starting to look at their Ring of Honor Tag Team Championships. Could have something here. reDRagon is one of the better Ring of Honor Tag Team reigns, in my opinion.
I agree with you on that. To see another match with FTR going after another maybe second go-round as AEW Tag Champs, I would like to see that.
I think FTR could be the tag champs again.
I would love to see that.
Jesus said, what is the worst crowd in AEW history? I think no crowd, but if we're going to have to say something specific, I want to say it was like that third or fourth show that we covered when Dynamite had first started, and I believe the show was in like Mississippi or somewhere weird, and I was just like, yo, this crowd was dead. They didn't really do too much. It was a weird show too. It was in the very beginning. I can't remember which show it was. If I ever can go back and watch like our first 4, I know it's got a black and green background. That's all I can remember from it. WrestleMania 2000 was all about the McMahons. That match was good. This is awesome. I'm shocked reDRagon didn't win, but FTR versus reDRagon for the ROH tag title should be nice. It's coming. What's y'all favorite Jim Ross line? Go ahead. I already know what yours is.
You already know. When the Radicals came in, attacked the Outlaws in the match, bro. When Eddie Guerrero got on top of the top ropes, ready to deliver the frog splash, all you heard was Eddie Guerrero on top. My God, what frog splash!
Jim Ross is freaking hilarious, bro. I don't even know which one to pick.
Oh man. If we could avoid copyright, I would play it for you, just for those who don't remember. But man, go look at it. What was it? I think I typed in like Radical's debut.
Yeah, you'll find it definitely there. I guess I'll have to go with the King of the Ring where Mankind gets thrown off. Like that's just a classic, bro.
Yeah.
Just a classic. JR is old enough now, bro. Shit, young people do annoy him. It's a vibe. Well, he was messing with Excalibur tonight too. He's like, Tony, we finally stumped him, and you know he wanted to just be like, "Goddamn, know it all." like that's all he wanted. You knew he was gonna say something like that.
You knew it.
Wanted Kyle and Fish to win the ROH tag titles. Whoa, Jesus, come on now. FTR right now is the thing. Extinction level event. Rob says, I feel like they changed the name of this a lot. Proud and Powerful need to win the AEW tag titles. That's a different set of belts though. Maybe we'll get there. I think they will get them eventually. No crowd is worse than Lafayette, Tokyo said. Dirty bastard. JR, Blackula. I was trying not to bring that one up. That's my funniest one of all time. I'll cry. Jim Ross has so many classic lines. King Booker, Batista is down. Stop right, that's sick. JR had good lines in Mid-South. My favorite Jim Ross line is whenever he called Triple H a son of a P.
Oh, yeah.
When Stone Cold turned heel at WrestleMania 17, JR was the best. He was, man. JR is a legend. That's why he's in the spot, and I'll never really say anything bad about him. Blackpool Combat Club with their newest member, Wheeler Yuta, in the house. They have a trios match coming up this Friday on Rampage against the Gun Club. They cut a normal promo. I didn't talk about Rampage, but this deserves to be talked about. Wheeler Yuta, Moxley, the Blood. Wheeler Yuta became that boy on Rampage. They did like an Austin Bret Hart WrestleMania like job.
Yeah, that was dope. That was dope. Just to see that, I'm like, oh, okay. Glad to see that y'all still remember this.
Yeah.
Although I will say,
the man kicked out of 2 paradigm shifts, bro. Even the floating one on top of your dome piece, like
yeah. Even when you know what, I'm speechless with that because I saw the highlights and it was just like, this is what you want in wrestling. This is what we missed for
years.
Yuta
was happy here. Like he seems like he was like, now the real work begins. So that should be good. Then we find out Jamie Hayter and Toni Storm. Tony Khan is impressed by the fan reaction to them facing off in the promo last week as being the first 2 ladies who qualified. That it's going to be a first round matchup in the Owen Hart Foundation Tournament. That should be a banger. Peaches. MJF versus Shawn Dean is happening as well. And Matt Lopez sending me a tweet here. What is this? Oh, okay. Yep. I see that. Wait a minute. Did I miss something in this? Sorry, I'm getting exclusive news right now. I think it was just the match card graphic for it. Next up is MJF versus. Hold on, I got to read some of these real quick. Hacksaw Jim Duggan is getting beat by Kamala, a beatdown from Kamala. When he called Trisha Jezebel, yeah, those were good too. Goddamn Jezebel! Daniel Garcia should be in the Blackpool Combat Club. He could be. Yuta became a star with that match. Yes. Yuta was great before, man. I'm telling you, like, watch him on the indie scene. Dude is fabulous.
You know what I noticed, though? It was different to see.
Yuta and Garcia have had some battles on the indies, too. That's, like, my favorite Wheeler Yuta, like, opponent.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It was different to see, cause, like, with the mashup, you saw Brett do the sharpshooter, but Mox did the Texas Cloverleaf.
Yeah, and all that blood. There was a point in the match, someone took like a picture of it where Yuta's like head had 2 squirting things of blood coming out. Nasty. Speaking of nasty, we got this guy here, MJF, not my favorite person in the world, versus my boy, Captain Shawn Dean. Shout out to Shawn Dean. MJF comes out and he is pretending like he can't get his jacket unzipped. It's happened to all of us, Max. It's happened to all of us. And during this, I don't know, man. There was some good stuff here. They were able to really like pull the wool over people's eyes. The crowd ate it up, bro. It was the classic heel move, like, oh, I can't unzip my jacket, and then he goes to attack him, and then he's like, oh, my jacket unzips. I got this. And he gets the early jump on Shawn Dean. After that, you don't really need to pay attention to much because we go backstage, security's laid out again, and there's someone with no shirt on. What are you doing, Wardlow? At least turn that man over on his stomach.
Right.
And Wardlow is gone. He's running amok. And eventually we see him he has like the mask on to protect him from his breathing, and he shows up behind MJF, who's on the outside, and he pulls it down, and MJF turns around slowly. It was money how they did this. And Wardlow's like, I'm about to get you. He goes to chase him, hops over the gate. MJF hops in the ring and slides right back out, and Spears goes to save him with the steel chair, uses the chair on Wardlow's back. Wardlow decides, I'm going to powerbomb you on the floor.
Right.
Power bombs him to death. Security starts running out, knocking him down, but eventually there's too many of them. They overtake him. They're holding Wardlow back, but MJF's up at the top of the ramp and Wardlow's by the apron. And the referee's like, 7, 8. And when he gets to 9, MJF gets a microphone from the announce team desk and he says, whoa. Bryce Remsburg, I will pay you whatever you want. I will triple whatever you're getting paid tonight to not count me out. And I know Tony Khan listens to Jim Cornette's podcast because he had just mentioned referees have to have the highest integrity.
They do.
He gives him the count, and what does he do, Derek?
Ring the bell.
10 count out victory. Shawn Dean has went 3-0 against the Pinnacle. Pinnacle looking like jobbers right now to my man Shawn Dean. He gets the victory here. And Wardlow is still like, I'm going to hurt you. Like anytime MJF tried to walk down, Wardlow pushed the security over with him to the other side.
Yeah. This is gonna be such a great match when this comes into play finally. Like after the build up is done, this is gonna be great. I don't know why it's gonna be great, but it's gonna be great.
It worked, man. The people were yelling 10. It just lined up perfectly. Like Azan just said, it was just right, man. And then he gets in Bryce's face after the cowardly heel. Of course, he's going to go after the referee. And he was just like, get out of my face. I don't care. And it looks like he was about to strike him. And then Spears grabs him and saves him. Spears probably just saved him a $10,000 fine or whatever they said. It worked. Chuckaroo, what are you doing here? I like the Yin Yang Twins too and Bubba Sparks. AEW blew their budget on security tonight. Shawn Dean is too legit to quit. Shawn Dean needed to be champion and is the greatest on Sammy's vlog. He's the best part of the vlog right now.
Yes.
Security went flying in the AEW staff shirt. Yes, he was. Is MJF the new version of Ted DiBiase? I think so. I think they're taking elements of that character.
I can agree with that.
Wardlow beat up security better be on the AEW game. A 10 chant like the perfect 10. Thank you, Duggar? I don't know who that's supposed to be. 10. Right. Ty Dillinger. That's who it was supposed to be. Typo. Wardlow is getting hot, red hot. This guy is going to be a champion in AEW. He's so good. Facts. Facts. It's all going to get there.
Yes, indeed.
Next, we get a video challenge. Darby Allin skateboarding past a casket or a coffin, whatever you want to call it. And I knew where this was going. He says, Andrade, we got to end this and put a nail in it. Yep. So I say coffin match. And I was just like, that's it?
Yeah.
That's it. Now, Malakai Black cut a promo that I think Derek was a big fan of.
Yes, indeed.
Yo, why was he dogging my man Fuego like that? He told Fuego, he's here by himself because he wants you to be afraid of the shadows. Malakai is great at this.
He is. And you know what? It's funny because he doesn't give you like that horror story delivery. He gives you that horror story feel with like just basic talking. But the way he strings his words together and the tone of each word that he portrays in the promos makes it so much more compelling to get into. Almost like my boy, but we ain't got that no more.
Edge?
Nah.
Who are you talking about?
Talking about Bray.
Oh, yeah. Well, maybe one day he'll be back. We definitely would like to see Bray back. But
that man probably retired for real. He might as well make horror movies. You said this before. He might as well make horror movies.
I don't know what he's gonna end up doing. We'll see what happens with Bray or the Fiend, whatever you want to call him. Wyndham.
Might as well let the Fiend go.
I don't know what he would want to do though when he comes back. He might want to do something brand new from like, let me create something else now.
True.
So good though, Malakai's promo. He's so well spoken, and I'm glad that he's getting to do something here. I won't even get into comparisons because I almost did it before when I mentioned Edge, so I won't even do that right now. When is Malakai going to win a championship? That's a good question. I can see them being a trio team, mixing it up. Even when it's someone he hates, bro.
No, bro, I don't want to see it.
Malakai does not mince his words, says exactly what he needs to say. The Fiend is still Saudi Arabia at that pay-per-view. The Fiend, bro, they did my man dirty, man. I want so bad a Malakai Darby storyline. I think we'll get there eventually with Sting, and I think that could be even where you can start to do the little break apart between Sting and Darby. Let Malakai kind of be the catalyst for it.
I can see that. That would be dope.
You can do something with that. MJ. Oh no, I'm sorry. We got to talk about this match. We're gonna fly through some of these matches. I promise you guys too for it. I don't want to shortchange anyone though who needs some of their spots talked about. But let's get into the JAS versus Eddie Kingston, Santana, and Ortiz. Yo, Eddie Kingston came out rocking the thump, the JYD shirt. Shout out to Eddie Kingston, bro. Yo, I love this dude. Like, this was a match that I was kind of like, we'll see what happens with it, you know? And off rip, bro, I watched the command center, whatever it was for AEW this morning on YouTube. When I tell you Eddie Kingston sold me on this match, I'm not lying to you. I'm not playing any games. Eddie effing Kingston sold this match. I was happy to see it. All he's got to do is talk. He's like, you want a war? You think this is a game? This isn't a game, Jericho. And they just made it. It was Santana and Ortiz barely spoke in this promo. They didn't have to say anything because Eddie said enough. He was like, with three New York guys, and we're hungry, dog. And I was just like, yo, it just was hitting me right here. And I was like, yo, I want to see this now.
Absolutely. Again, Eddie always cuts great promos, gives you that great energy, and they got the compelling music to follow after it when it's needed. Money. E
shows up after we talk about the video game. What's up, E?
What's going on, E?
What's good, bro? Dude, so well done. So in this match, they were brawling from the word go for the most part. Eddie Kingston was not following rules, but I like that because he said he was going to get him. It was beef on sight. I mean, he complied eventually, but in the beginning, the man was ripping at your boy Garcia's like eye.
Yeah, just raking.
Just dig it in his face, bro. Kingston was a menace in this match. That's what I have in my notes. Ortiz got the high. Kingston came in Segura. He was lighting people up. He was watching his AJPW, bro, his All Japan Pro Wrestling, and he was just dropping people. I loved it. And after that, Eddie Kingston tags Santana. He hits the Three Amigos, the frog splash. He didn't do it like your boy Logan Paul with the shimmy from the top rope. Whatever he did at WrestleMania. But Santana did a good one here. We even get a tuck and roll to the outside from Ortiz. Yo, Ortiz was really good in this match.
Yeah, Ortiz was doing some real good,
movements. It was just how he moved.
Yeah, he felt free and clear of how he wanted to move.
And tonight was like the first time I was like, yo, he definitely dropped weight because he's moving so much better.
Yes.
And I didn't think he was heavy before, really. I was like, oh no, he's good, man. He's good to go.
Oh yeah.
So eventually, though, Kingston gets tagged back in. Jericho hits him in the back with a baseball bat, and Garcia Penta win. Sad. Then here comes 2.0, who took the beat down, and they were already out there. They were part of interfering to distract the ref. They start Kingston, Santana, get hit with the Judas effect. People go down, and they stand tall. The Jericho Appreciation Society. Are we getting a stadium stampede match, Derek, in your opinion?
I think so. Somebody is bound to come out and help them because the numbers are uneven, and it has the same feel of a stadium stampede match that's brewing. So I would love to see it, but in the same token of breath, I would love to see more who is going to help them when it is time.
J Hub brings up a wonderful point. He thinks the original LAX, Hernandez and Homicide show up with Eddie Kingston to help him. You could do that. You could. Deanna says Ortiz was in a slow sleeper match. This was. Yeah, this was really good. Homicide's been doing amazing in NWA. Who comes out to help Eddie Ortiz? Yeah, I might go with LAX if I had to pick somebody specifically. Okada, Chill, TNA Okada, maybe. Stadium Stampede, then we get the OG LAX. Tony Khan said they don't do a Stadium Stampede match because the pandemic is over. Okay. Well, like I said, you could do a street fight. They're going to have some kind of match at Double or Nothing. I think this is going to go until then.
They have to, and it has to be evenly matched. Like, it can't just be
3-on-5 every time.
Yeah, like someone has to help them. So no matter how you do it, let's just do it right.
We get another promo backstage. MJF is talking about Wardlow being a greedy little pig. And what do you do to greedy little pigs? You slaughter them. And who would you get to slaughter a pig, Derek?
Oh, boy.
Your boy, the Butcher. I love that. The Butcher is going to be the person who he paid off. He handed a little bit of money to Jose, and the Butcher took it. So the Butcher will be used to try to take out Wardlow because MJF can book his matches. Mark Sterling reviewed the contract and said, look, right here, it says that you could do that.
Right.
Interesting. I'm sorry, Butcher. What's going to happen? Okado banned Conrad. Impact letting them use the LAX. Impact let them use LAX. Stop playing. MJF bringing in his hitman, the Butcher. Feed Butcher to Wardlow. MJF has history with the Butcher. Yeah. I need Butcher and Blade to get something more out of this.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Can't wait for Yuta Hour on Friday. Yeah, Yuta's going to show up and do his thing, man. Next up, we got Marina Shafir versus Sky Blue. I was wondering the match card graphic here. Why wasn't she wearing blue? It was bugging me. But Sky Blue comes out, and early on, we see Smart Mark Sterling. He is now with his other client, Jade Cargill. Jade Cargill's texting on the phone during this match. She doesn't care. But what was interesting to me was the baddie section in this one. Kiera Hogan and Red Velvet were in there. What do you think, Derek?
So I guess, I mean, I want to know what the direction is for Red Velvet joining the baddie section.
I maybe Jade's gonna get a faction together. I don't know. This should be interesting.
But at the same time though, like they had a feud going. So when did they end the feud?
Well, the feud was Red Velvet ain't nobody. No offense.
No, but still, like I don't know, bro. I mean, I guess like she had a little thing with Layla Hirsch.
Well, Layla Hirsch got hurt on Dark last week, so
that's true.
That might have changed the plans. Red Velvet in the baddie section, that was something. Sky Blue, aka Cora Jade's sister, laugh out loud. Velvet heel turn, Red Velvet as heel and Kiera as her second could work. Jade faction versus Britt Baker faction, that could be fire. Roddy's wife could have bent over the whole baddie section. Could have bent over the whole baddie section. Yo, what are we saying in this chat right now? You want to get Red over, put her with Jade. J-Hub said, I didn't like this match. They tried to focus on Marina being unstoppable force, and she had a few botches in this match. I didn't see any botches in this.
I didn't see any either. Unless if you're talking about the transition that she was trying to do.
I don't think people like the transition, but it was MMA style. Like, she knows how to actually do. She was in the UFC, for those who don't know. Like, she's wrestled in there. She knows what she's doing, and then she locks them in the Tyson Kidd heart lock, as I like to call it, for the tap out. It worked. I was cool with this. They made Marina Shafir look strong. I got no issues with it.
Neither do I.
Jade looked unimpressed after that, though, with Smart Mark Sterling. The baddie section kind of was yelling and taunting a little bit. And then we get Derek's favorite part of the show. Hook, who's going to be making his Dynamite debut in Pittsburgh. This is slander I cannot tolerate, bro. So he's talking all this mess. Next week, I think Derek's going to try and say this was a good match. Mark my words. I'm going to say it now. Smart Mark Sterling shows up with his new client, Tony Nese. And they're out there just trying to talk and put it all together. I don't think he's fighting Tony Nese next week, but I think Hook's going to make his debut. So we're going to have to see. But Tony Nese, I think, is the first, like, okay, this is a challenge.
Right. That's all I asked for, bro. I mean, it's kind of hard for me to jump on the bandwagon if he's not wrestling anybody of significant skills.
I don't know. I don't know what it takes to impress people these days. He wants the man to leapfrog and do a million things. You can't feed everybody every week, Derek.
Bro, you think Fuego is a good matchup for him?
Yes. Fuego is a good wrestler. Fuego is competent.
There's a difference between
Fuego is a competent opponent. They're all in the beginning stages of their career. They can do some jobs for people.
Listen, it's different when you're competent and different when you just not that guy.
See, send Hook. Tokyo said Marina is the AEW Ronda Rousey. She didn't even talk. That's not fair. That's not fair to Shafir. No, the best part was Danhausen.
Yes, that was the best part.
So he hasn't wrestled a match, though, and he's good, though, right?
Yeah.
See, this is the bias that I'm talking about. Hook has wrestled people who have appeared on Dynamite and faced major people, but no, Derek's impressed with Danhausen, who hasn't wrestled a match yet. I get it. I do like the pairing of these two, though. It's kind of like good cop, bad cop.
Yes. Eventually, it's going to come down to Hook saving Danhausen every so often.
See, he kind of agreed with me. That was Marina's style on Dark. It got over. Agreed, Derek. Oh, don't fuel it.
Just saying, bro.
Hook and Danhausen match is going to be wild when it happens. I think they're going to be partners, Jesus. I think he's going to save Danhausen. Like, Danhausen is going to be the person Hook has to go out there and save all the time. Nese needs Smart Mark. He's kind of dry. I like the old school gear, though. He looked lost in that Greek Von Erich cousin. Come on now. Fuego putting on bangers with Black on Rampage, Derek. Tell him, Jesus.
No.
Fuego is having good matches even though he's losing. Well, if they told him he's not winning, what's he supposed to do?
Bro, Come on, bro. You're gonna make the man lose to everybody?
Yes,
Oh
he's
my
not
God.
in that position yet.
Well, that man's paycheck better be out the ass.
Fuego is a good hand, Derek. Stop acting up. Danhausen doesn't need to wrestle. He's the best at what he's doing. Fuego can sell. Jocelyn, what's going on? Danhausen versus Hook still won't be interested. Wouldn't be interested.
That's true, but still.
Tough crowd, man. Tough crowd tonight.
All right. So here, I'll say this. I will say this.
Ricky. Dude, we didn't even get
Spanish.
We didn't even get to this part of the match yet.
Bada bing.
And actually, there's one more segment before that. We got the TNT champion, your boy Scorpio Sky, Ethan Page, and Lambert. They cut a promo on Sammy and Ty. I don't have time for this. I like the finger snap though into the transition. Love it.
That's all you need for that.
Yo,
segment.
Sammy and Ty, bro. Can I say it? Like, yo, me and Rob definitely said this weeks ago. She's taking over the vlog. I'm not feeling them, bro. It's like the classic, I'm the high school jock and I got a girlfriend. I don't need to see you two. All right. And I don't like when people hang out with like their significant other like every 5 seconds and it's around me. And I'm just like, go away, dude.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. That seems to be a little too much.
I don't know. It just makes them unlikable. Maybe it'll work if they're heels. You got to try something.
But can you really see Ty like that?
So she better figure it out. They could be annoying together. It's just going to set Sammy back. But Sammy was riding this wave and he was going up, 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 up. And then once he brought this to light, he's kind of plateauing and going down. He's got to figure out a way to get this back up. So maybe if they go heel and try to do something a little bit different, I think Tony's going to be forced to turn them though soon.
Oh yeah.
It feels like he got the Cody heat now.
It does. With that happening, it has to be addressed. So Sammy needs to be a heel. Just because of the antics that they've got going on every single time when they come out, they vandalism, like come on, bro.
Yeah, they're kind of the heels.
Like you have to make them the heels. Like if you don't make them a heel, what do you make them? Like they can't be neutral. They can't be.
See, I feel like for Austin it worked, but for other people it doesn't.
It's different with.
Hold on, I got to address Jesus here. He said I need Dan Lambert on the mic. I like Dan Lambert on the mic.
So do I.
Dan Lambert's really good. I think. I know he's just playing the role of Cornette for the most part, and sometimes he says stuff that's like, chill, bro. Right. But I think Lambert's pretty good. I got no issues with him. Thank you. I came and watched half the vlog because of them. Sammy and Ty is cool. Y'all bugging. It's cute. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. I'm telling you now. I don't care who it's between. Too much, bro. People hate that. People loathe that. That's why Triple H and Stephanie worked in the beginning, because it was that exact heat. Yeah, Cody and Brandy, exact heat.
Yes.
I think theirs was more executive power, though.
Oh, yeah.
But we know, like, Triple H had power, too.
Yeah. We all know what the deal is. It's heat.
And they brought up their haters, which is just them trying to address it. Y'all transferred that Cody X-Pac heat to them. Throw your belt back heat from the crowd, that boss man heat. Sammy just needs to be himself at the end of the day. The damn feud with Sammy is fine as long as babyface again. Sammy is the new X-Pac. Lambert's great on the mic. Let love be live. What is Scorpio Sky doing with the TNT Championship? I'll talk about that momentarily. Sammy and Ty is giving me Cody and Brandy go away heat. Ty needs to be with Anna Jay. I think she turns heel too. She hasn't even been hanging out with the person she used to hang out with.
Right.
Love conquers everything.
Does it though?
I hope y'all been in relationships before talking this mess. All right, because I'll tell you go through a lot of issues and heartbreaks. Sam Pack, somebody said he got that heat, bro. I'm telling you, I don't know if this is gonna go away. Next up, this was a homecoming, we shall say. Homecoming for your boys. Whoa, not yet. No. See, I paused.
I was reading a comment, bro.
Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland versus Ricky Starks, Ricky. We're going to put some respect on him. Power. Spanish. Powerhouse Hobbs. This one was a nice matchup, I thought. I thought this was kind of sleeper match of the night, if you had to ask me. Which one did I say was... I was thinking that it was going to be my match of the night. Was this one? Was it this one? Yeah. Okay, yeah. This one is definitely my match of the night. Like, I think I'm going to go with this as well if I had to pick one, just to be different. You could go with Punk. You could go with different matches throughout the night, but this one, I don't know. This one was just on a different level, with the energy and the. It was the hometown crowd for Ricky Starks, man. They loved this dude. Loved this dude tonight in New Orleans. He crushed it. I don't know, man. I love how they did everything. It was just great, man. It was. Everything that they've done in the whole match was on point. It was definitely on point. You had some high flying moves. But you also had some powerhouse moves, no pun intended. It was a good mix too. Like sometimes it may not mesh well with each other, but tonight it meshed very, very well. Yeah, this was really good. Now I know some people are gonna complain probably about who won and who lost in this one, but let's just go through it real quick. Ricky Starks got a nice walk across the ropes like Undertaker style, did it very well. Shane Strickland at one point, or Swerve, I should say, hits a moonsault off the chest of Keith Lee. Bro, the boy is nice. I'm telling you. Onto the floor, both members of Team Taz. Keith Lee hit a leapfrog. Bro, my lower back hurt after he did it. I was like, yo, there's no way this man just did a leapfrog. No, he did it. He definitely did it. He just jumped right up, leapfrog down. It was great, bro. And I love the psychology in this match. So Shane Strickland and he goes for his rolling downward spiral, gets caught with a spear, and then Ricky Starks hit a DDT destroyer, bro. Oh my god, that was it was great. Like, dude, how you couldn't even complain about that. Like no, that was definitely dope. The execution and veracity of it, and it was there. It was there. It had me shocked. I've never seen Ricky Starks do that, and that had me shocked. Speaking of things I've never seen done. So then Swerve Strickland, Shane Strickland's all the same person. He goes up. He's got someone on his shoulders, Ricky Starks, for a Death Valley driver off the top rope. So we think. He ends up throwing him down so he lands on his feet and he gets pounced. Or as I like to say, the pounce. That's the shout out to my boy Monty Brown, the alpha male. I loved him in TNA. Hits the pounce. Everybody's going back and forth. We got a tremendous spear off the second rope on the Keith Lee. Eventually, he's about to go to pen Keith Lee, and he's going for the cover. And you could kind of see Strickland was going up to the top rope. Yeah. Your boy Keith Lee was like, no, and hugged him so that he had to stay there and eat the 450 on his back. That's what I'm talking about. It's the little things that have to make sense in the match, and I love that they did that. Wrestling awareness 101. Then Taz comes down, and this is where the finish is. Taz tripped up Keith Lee. Powerhouse Hobbs picked this man up like he was a bag of potatoes. He was just like, get over here, and just dropped him. Spine on the pine, bro. Done. Oh, and it was beautiful. Yo, it was. Powerhouse Hobbs spine buster is lovely, bro. It is. Iron still got the best, though. Iron ain't doing it no more. It's Hobbs time. Like, I loved what he did there. Oh, well, I mean, if you say new school, then yes. But if you say overall, I love it, dude. It worked so well for him. Just money. And it felt good to see Team Taz get like a prominent victory on Dynamite because we don't get that too often. So. Absolutely. Like they needed this win for the both of them. It helps them out tremendously. It should have happened a long time ago, but I beggars can't be choosers. So I'm excited to see where they go with this, with all of this that's happening right now. Now, this leads us back into some of the other matches. So right now, AEW Rampage happening this Friday, Texas. Jesus is going to be there. Jesus have fun, my brother. Be safe at this show. They're also taping Battle of the Belts, but here's the card that we got lined up. Adam Hangman Page versus Adam Cole in a Texas death match. That should be fun. Rampage is live, and it's at 7 p.m. this week. So if you're used to watching at 10, 3 hours back, because they got some NBA playoffs starting. So make sure you guys are tuned into that. We also will have the Gun Club versus Blackpool Combat Club. And Ruby Soho will face Robin Renegade in a qualifier for the Owen Hart Foundation Tournament.
I like that.
So that should be really fun for that. We also have, for Battle of the Belts, Sammy Guevara will face Scorpio Sky for the TNT Championship. So that match is happening.
Spanish God.
Yes. Jonathan Gresham is defending the Ring of Honor title versus Dalton Castle. That should be a money matchup.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Dalton. Yo, it's been a minute since we've seen Dalton, bro.
Where's the boys?
Right.
You'll see when you watch his entrance, you'll know who we're talking about. And Thunder Rosa versus Nyla Rose. By the way, we missed this great segment where she brought her a cake. Oh. And she said, she was like, oh, I got you a cake, but it cost extra to put your name on and stuff, so you ain't worth it. Right. And she knocks the cake in her face, and then Nyla and her start fighting back and forth. Nyla eventually grabbed her and slammed her head against one of those like ring crew boxes or whatever.
Right. Yep.
And afterwards, she was like, "Joke's on you! I like cake, bitch." And I was just like, "Touche." I've been waiting for someone to say that.
Right.
So I love Nyla. Nyla is like one of the best follows on Twitter. So absolutely recommend you give her a follow. So after that happens, we get Wardlow versus the Butcher will be on next week's Dynamite. Hulk making his AEW Dynamite debut. Dr. Britt Baker is going to face Danielle Camella. That should be good. Formerly from NXT, you might have seen her pop up on the main roster. She's in AEW getting a chance now. So she should be getting the call here against Britt Baker. It should be interesting to see what happens. Jungle Boy is going to face Kyle O'Reilly in the Owen Hart Tournament. Man, that's going to be good.
That is going to be good.
And then we get a coffin match between Darby and Andrade. And a huge Tony Khan announcement. Bro, you got to make sure these are good every time. I don't want people to start calling you Jacksonville Dixie if you don't start delivering. All right? You can't have a huge announcement every week, Tony. Just say it sometimes. Let the surprise happen. Like, you better tune in to Dynamite so you find out about this, son.
Right.
Let me see here. You mean Marcus Corvan, Conrad? If you don't get your WWECW ass on out of here. See, you'd have made me swear talking about some Marcus Corvan. That's Monty Brown, baby. Buffalo Bills, too. 10 Spinebuster is money.
Yes.
Let me see here. While I do love Preston Vance Spinebuster, too. That's a good one. While I hate to see Keith Lee taking the L, it was great to seeing Hobbs and Starks finally getting the win. I agree, Rob. Everything's bigger in Texas. Pause. AEW is going to Texas. They've never heard of Richmond. Spread the wealth. I agree. This was a makeup show too for 2020. I don't know if people know that. They sold these tickets like how ours was.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so they were waiting longer than us, I feel like. Gresham finally in the big leagues. AEW. Now, let's not crap on ROH now. ROH matches on Rampage. Tony don't do enough charity. Yo, chill. Big Saturday of Wrestling, AEW and New Japan. New Japan's card looks freaking stacked too. Ospreay and Moxley is the main event match for them. Nyla was great. Now get rid of Vicky. The massive announcement better be the damn game trailer. Come on, son. I agree. Marcus Corvan's theme was nice. Yes, it's going down, down, down. Wanna be cool. Watch me do what I do. It was my brother's favorite theme when we used to play like SVR08, I think it was. Chicago and Texas get too many shows. Yo.
Yes, they do.
Yo, for real, man. Come to Buffalo. What do we need to do here? We should get a pay-per-view. We're gonna get like full gear.
Oh, we gotta get something. Gotta get something, bro. Gotta get something.
I think the announcement will be trios titles coming soon to AEW. I hope that means Shane Taylor will be coming to AEW. He could. I hope Mox makes Ospreay believe. Claudio's coming to AEW. Mark it down. I'm down with that. Claudio can come in, man.
Absolutely.
He deserved some more love than he got. So we'll see what that announcement's about. We get a return. We get that promo for Cole and Page. magnificent. Watch Rampage Friday, 7 p.m. You got 2 plugs out of me this week, Tony. But now it's time for the main event. Samoa Joe versus Minoru Suzuki.
Yo.
Murder Grandpa was in the house, and he was not playing any games tonight, dude. He came out. He is the new Ring of Honor television champion. So he comes out, dude. The fans love this dude. He's getting nothing but love, and it just worked, man. It just worked how they did everything.
Yeah, everything was planned out perfectly. Both wrestlers were meant to wrestle each other. That's all I got, bro. Like this was really good. This was really, really good.
I don't know, man. These dude, I don't get it, dude. Like they were just in here, and it was just.
What did the 5 fingers say to the face? What?
Dude, there were just slaps,
Oh my God.
chops, slaps, chops. They were going crazy.
Oh.
Joe had sweat coming off of him. This is Joe's chest was tore up. It was like old school ROH, just chest beaten red. It was all there, man.
Yeah,
it's
not good.
We got some good back and forth in this one. Shane Taylor's is not the trios anymore, J-Hub. Yeah, I think they lost him on the last show. J-Hub said he thought it would be the trios titles coming to AEW. Hope that means Shane Taylor promotion. They can still come together, though. I think they took some of the members out, but maybe he can get some new people. You could always change it up.
Absolutely.
There's ways to do it. Tony got that hotel in Toronto. He needs to kiss up to Buffalo on the real. That's why I like you, E. That's why I like
real.
You. Somebody said stiff. Someone get them boys an ice for them chest. I just want Shane Taylor to come to AEW. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see where he lands. Their chests look like raw hamburger meat, man. That taco meat.
Chop burger.
You know how TK feels about certain guys. Yo, I don't know what that's supposed to mean, Azan. We'll see. We got to see. He can't sign everybody too, though. Is the other thing.
Right? Yeah, he's got to leave some space. He's got to keep a load off too, because he's got so much on his plate now.
I want to know what Ring of Honor is going to become. Like, we don't know if it's going to be developmental. Are you going to mix people from like AEW in there? Like, because we're seeing right now a little mix of like Ring of Honor titles being defended as well. We'll see what happens with it.
I say give it the middle, and then let the new talent still work their way up. You still treat it like it's quote unquote training camp for them, but let it rock and just go with the flow.
Samoa Joe is out there, and Samoa Joe is fighting Minoru Suzuki. Eventually, he catches him with the Muscle Buster, pins him. Samoa Joe is your new television champion. But remember what I said last week. Lethal and Sanjay Dutt said, we have a surprise for you, Joe. Well, he went to the box, and Derek, what did he pull out?
Hi.
This dude, a middle finger. They both flipped him the bird, and that did not make Joe happy. And then the lights went out. Now I think Derek and a bunch of people overhyped themselves because they were like, "Hey man, I'm from the Bayou."
Man, listen,
they thought it was Bray.
I would have went nuts. You got this bum.
Hold on. First off, my man Ed Fries is in the chat. What's up, Ed?
Ed, what up?
What's going on, bro? Just finishing up some Dynamite talk, good sir. So we come out, we get Saddam Singh, I believe is what they said his name was.
Yes.
And this dude is, some people are saying a mixture of Omos and Veer. I can see that. This dude's big. He played in the NBA at one point, and I can't remember. I got to look it up, bro, because when I first heard of him, this was when like Cody was still like AEW rah 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 and everything. But he was this is why they stumbled over the words, because he's been training at the Nightmare Factory, but they don't want it's weird. Oh, it's weird. So they're like, do we call it that? How is this going to work? But whatever. So he's been training there, and dude, he came out. I thought he did all right for his first segment in pro wrestling, and he's in the main event. Good for him.
I'll give him that credit.
I think you were just let down. You can't expect Bray in them, but you can't do the lights out gimmick every time too for someone. It's got to be good.
You can't because that's the.
Someone said the Mid Khali. Come on now. Nobody thought Bray. What you saying, Derek?
I thought Bray, bro. I'm tired of the lights going out and you don't get no Bray Wyatt.
No Joe Schmoney this week. All business. About a week ago, he is just signed to get them India viewership. Come on now, Jesus. I mean, let's give this brother a chance. We don't know what he could do. Maybe he's gonna get great in the ring.
You're right. Give him
and he's 7 foot tall. He ain't gonna be doing no damn leapfrogs and tope suicidas to the floor. So let this brother do what he's gonna do. Maybe he's just there to be an enforcer for Lethal. Like, let's see what's gonna happen. Lethal hit a smooth lethal injection too.
Yeah, that was smooth. That was very smooth.
Lethal,
especially in the church shoes. Still not the greatest move hitting church shoes though.
People's elbow, British Bulldog, perfect slide. It was the mid Giant Gonzalez. Y'all foul right now. Foul. I'm done. Tell me your scores for this show this week. They beat Joe down in the end. That's what happened.
Yes.
So Jay Lethal, Sanjay Dutt, and Singh all stand tall in the end. Derek, what'd you think of tonight's show? You go.
I got a 9.
You're going 9 again?
9.
Dang, that's pretty high, man. I'm just gonna say thumbs up. This was a thumbs up show for me tonight. I enjoyed it. I'll go if we're doing numbers like that. I go a little bit lower. I'm gonna go like an 8.
8. Okay. All right.
Let me see here. India is a huge market, and everyone is trying to break in, but that doesn't mean it's a bad idea. Could be a nice heater for the look of him. See, I agree, Ed. Jesus said thumbs up. 8, and I think Veer's been great too on Raw. They had him looking crazy beating up Dominic. 9 out of 10 of Veer. 8.75. I think we're getting an ROH TV deal next week, Jesus says. All right. I'm going to hold you to that, Jesus. I hope so too, though. We need to find out what's going on. Thumbs up. Need more Blackpool Combat Club. E, you better rewind this back and listen to us talk about the video game in the beginning too.
Mm-hmm.
I wish you were in here for that. AEW hasn't even acknowledged the new guy yet. Probably embarrassed. In my opinion, put a damper on an otherwise excellent show. Give him a chance. Give him a chance.
Right.
J-Hub, 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. EPW gets a 10, though. That's what I like to hear. King La ROH. April 15th. Yo, come on now, Tokyo. We don't want to wish that upon nobody. I want everyone in wrestling to keep their job and keep it going.
Absolutely.
He said, "Will do." We will do as well. I'm gonna try and set up some stuff for you guys. So I'll let you know what's on like my thinking plate right now, my agenda. We're gonna end up having to speed through some AEW games talk because I don't know when we're gonna find this. I do want to talk Virtual Basement really soon, so expect a video for that. And I kind of want to do a Q&A. So if you guys do want to ask us questions about X-Men, different things like that, maybe we'll do a no holds barred Q&A, we'll call it, and you guys can submit some questions to us. And I'll try to get Derek on, even if it's via his undisclosed location in parts unknown, and he can pull that up, just answer questions. I want some good ones though. Start thinking of some different questions that you want to ask us, and we'll put it up on Twitter, the Facebook group. I might even put it on TikTok, and you guys can ask us whatever questions you want. Come into the chat and we will acknowledge you. Love it. Rob said, why is it that people understand companies breaking into the Indian market by pushing Indian stars, but it's always a problem when, never mind, ain't ready for that combo yet? Chill. F Cyclops, yo, done. Jesus, no, I will never do another Raw review again. I will think triple times. He ditched me, and you weren't even here for it because you were at the show. I'm done. I'm done. That Raw show stunk.
I was under the weather, bro.
No, that show stunk. I actually had my song queued up, and I forgot to play it. That's how mad I was. Don't worry, though. That song, we're saving that. That's going to be, give us another Hell in the Cell pay-per-view. I got a song that's going to come on at the end of that review.
Oh, man.
I've been waiting to use it, too. It's going to come on, and I've been waiting for it. But let's end this on a positive note. Got a great episode of Dynamite tonight. We got some great content coming up. If you haven't already, like, share, subscribe, tell your friends about us. Audio listeners, thank you for listening. Hopefully you enjoy the smooth sounds of our voices. And for myself and the man they call Derek, we are out for another episode of Everything Pro Wrestling. We will be back next week with a Dynamite review. Make sure you join us. We are out. One.